Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be telling you about the Royale High dolls one more time and basically giving you guys the all clear for the Royale High dolls and all the information. This video was brought to you by Stella or Stells, aka Rock Stells. They were the ones who made this amazing thread and basically told all the information about this. So honestly, I am so happy that they presented this to the entire community. We wouldn't have known about this if it weren't for them. So thank you so much, Stells, if you see this. Now, before we get into today's video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications so you never miss a video, because we're on the road to hitting 7,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe and help me out, because we're less than 200 subscribers away from the next goal. Now let's get into today's video. Okay, so I'm going to be reading a thread from Stells, and it has all the information regarding the dolls and stuff like that, and why we're sort of given the all clear to purchase them as far as I'm aware. And this thread is not made to like send hate to anyone. Honestly, I'm just reading information and presenting information to the community on YouTube, so please don't take this as me like, you know, trying to blow any situation up. But anyway, an informative thread regarding the Royale High doll / toy line and Jazzwares. I highly recommend reading, as there is lots of misinformation and speculation throughout the community, and this clears up a lot of it. No, this thread does not reflect any of my personal opinions, etc. regarding the toy line. This is intended to be purely informative and factual, so please keep this information in mind as you read. After the events of October 7th, Jazzwares made this post on LinkedIn. This post states that Jazzwares Cares, a humanitarian subsidiary of Jazzwares LLC, was to provide medical service to Israeli citizens and toys to children in Israel. And it basically talks about, if you want to pause to read, it basically talks about everything that's going on, where the donations and stuff like that. So if you want to pause to read it, it is right here. There will also be a link so you can read the thread yourself. In addition, Jazzwares CEO made this statement showing his support for Israel on LinkedIn. He states that he and his wife are supporting Brothers for Life, a program that heals wounded soldiers. His account is deleted, so they couldn't find the post. Again, you can pause to read all of this. It's going to be very small, but I'm going to slowly move my mouse down so you guys are able to read everything. Pause to read if you want to read it. I cannot read this whole thing because it's going to take really long. But yeah, this is all very it's a very long thread with lots of information. He also promotes the Canary mission, which exposes individuals. I'm not going to get into this, but if you want to read more of it, you can read all of this. And here are some of the links that were provided for this. I read about this mission. I'm not going to get into it because it's kind of scary, but yeah. It basically I'm going to give you like a snippet of it. The Canary mission was like it was like a blacklist to like target people who talked about, you know, Palestine and all of that stuff, and basically they would target them and just do really bad things regarding like their names and stuff. And you could also read this in the thread, and there's also a link to it. And regarding the donations, the company itself it is important to figure out where Jazzwares Cares is. Okay, regarding donations the company itself makes, it is important to figure out where Jazzwares Cares got its funding to donate to the Israeli organizations. So basically they're donating to these places, to medical and blood banking services, a volunteer based on emergency medical services in Israel. And they said, after research, I found out that these donations are single donations with the funds gathered throughout the crowdfunding, basically like a GoFundMe. What this means is that the Israel donations are not via any of Jazzwares toy sales, much like the community had thought. So basically what this means is that the community basically thought that the money was going to go to Jazzwares, and then Jazzwares would donate it to Israel. But what they're basically saying is that the donations, these single donations with the funds gathered through crowdfunding like GoFundMe, it means that like the donations are not from like Jazzwares itself. The toys, buying the toys, the money doesn't go to, you know, funding that. The money is completely separate from it. So the majority of the community thought that, you know, if you bought the toys, that it would go to, you know, that it would go to Israel donations, but it doesn't go to that. So Jazzwares Cares is completely different from it. And these are like more sources. Stells also mentioned that it is clear that Jazzwares, well, higher ups are like Zionists. However, nowhere is it stated that Jazzwares Cares garnered the funding to support any of these organizations via profit from product sales, and there's no proof as such. Closing thoughts. Closing thoughts at this. Why is it keep doing that? Closing thoughts. It is your own personal prerogative as to whether you'd like to buy the toys. Thankfully, the profits from the toys do not goes towards funding Israel. However, keep in mind that the company's CEOs are Zionists, which is important to keep in mind. Thank you so much for reading this thread. So basically, what is basically being said here is that the money made from the toys does not go to Israel. It is a separate donation crowdfunding thing that I guess they were raising money for. Like when Stells mentioned the GoFundMe, that's what I was thinking, that, you know, they were that's what I thought that they were, you know, like donating it to. But the crowdfunding money is going to Israel. The what do you call it, the toys, the money they make from the toys, that has nothing to do with it. But, you know, if you don't want to support the company, it is honestly up to you. But basically what this thread is saying, it has all the proof right here. What the thread is saying is that it is basically safe to buy the toys. You can buy them now, and I'm guessing it is safe. I honestly don't know. I'm kind of hesitant on buying the toys. I think that everybody should be able to read this thread, honestly, and just like think about it. And if you feel the need to buy the toys, go ahead. I honestly think that it's important to read, because it, like, I feel like, you know, it's a little much. Like before, there were a lot of people that were like hating on people who had the dolls and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, now that all of this is, you know, cleared up, I guess it's in the all clear. But I personally, honestly, like, will not really buy the toys. Like, I don't really know. I'm kind of still iffy. I'll probably still trade for them if I ever get them, which I doubt I will. I don't think I'll ever get them from friends, because my friends don't really know that I play Royale High, my in real life friends. So I don't think, you know, I'd ever get the toys from them. But if I wanted the toys and, you know, I just happened to get them for like Christmas or something, I would never, like, you know, redeem them. I probably, because like the thing is with me is that I don't play with toys anymore. I don't collect dolls. I don't do that. Like I have my virtual games and I play my own games, so I would really have no need for these. The only thing I would use is the virtual code, then I'd throw the toy away, which I think is an extreme waste. So for me, I'm kind of iffy, despite the fact that it's proven that they don't fund it. I'm still not just gonna go and buy like 4, 5, 6 dolls. Like I'm not even gonna buy them. I'm probably not gonna buy them, despite the fact that, you know, it's proven that it's different. It still doesn't change the fact that there's some things that I don't like that's being said in this thread. But that's all I have to say, honestly. Thank you all so much for watching. If this video was helpful for you, like, be sure to subscribe. I honestly am trying to, you know, be as, like, I don't know. Actually, no, I'm not gonna get into it. But anyway, that's all I have to say for today's video. I hope I didn't come off as confusing. I was really trying not to go completely into it, otherwise this video would be like 20 minutes long. If you want to read Stell's thread, please let me know. I will put a link in the comments and in the description so you guys can go and read it yourself. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone!